Mike here at Sky Include, wearing my Flamingo Handshake glasses. 18 auctions, so definitely check us out, flamingohandshake.com on the old web, or just Flamingo Handshake, the emojis on the new web. Um, Today, I'll take these. I've been grinding like 5 videos today. It's over the weekend marathon. I just want to squeeze one in more in tonight. So why is Handshake a layer 1 proof of work blockchain? So I'm tackling two questions today that I see other alternative naming solutions just pulling and pricking and crushing and whatever they're using this. So I want to have this at skyinclude.com/POW, prisoner of war or proof of work. Honor the veterans. You know, they did good things in the wars over the decades and generations, but we're talking about proof of work. All right, and again, going down a rabbit hole. This is, of course, my perspective, and I'm getting more and more convinced about proof of work over proof of stake. And maybe I'm crazy, but I'm going to talk about that. I'm talking about some of the other alternatives, and I'm going to open them up, and I have videos about on all of these, and some, I'm actually going to do follow-up videos on some other ones, and if I feel it's needed. So let's go. It is Sunday evening here for me. So basically, the idea is why does it need its own blockchain? Let's tackle that question first. Why does it need its own blockchain? And I'm not a developer, okay, but I can understand the appreciation and appreciate the simplicity of a clean database, a clean blockchain, which are databases that have transactions that are focused on one type of use rather than mixing everything. So Bitcoin cannot support smart contracts. I know there's layer 2s or side chains and stacks. I've done a video on stacks. I have a friend that's in that ecosystem. That's right here, BTC stacks, and I registered it when it first came out, btc.us, and they are doing smart contracts on Bitcoin as like a parallel chain, I believe. So basically, people are complaining about the speed, right? 30 minutes, and I did a whole video. I had to actually cut the video and come back because it took so long to mine that I didn't want to like have everybody there for over half an hour. So it's in tandem with Bitcoin blocks. So transactions confirm as quickly as Bitcoin blocks. So that maybe it's changed. I did this right when it came out. I haven't revisited it. But, I don't think you have to be in tandem with Bitcoin. In my opinion, I believe also it's got a lot of other things that are done on stacks, like various NFTs and other kind of Ethereum style smart contract things that are mixed in. So I still believe it's nice to have a little clean and simple database or blockchain for TLDs and records, not even SLDs. A lot of people in the Handshake ecosystem don't want to have SLDs in Handshake. They want to let that go into other chains or on your own name server, just like ICANN, right? ICANN doesn't have domains. They let VeriSign, they let other registrars and registries, right? So it makes sense to me. And I know it's a small chain. We'll talk about that. So, that's another proof of work. It seems like Stacks is in parallel Bitcoin, so it follows the blocks of Bitcoin. So that is maybe another choice for using a proof of work system for smart contracts or for domains. Besides that, I see Ethereum, which is ENS domains, and as we've been seeing more and more of Ethereum naming solution forks and different versions, we've seen the TLDs with Decentralweb. We've seen it with, I actually have a few more. There's freename.io. There's more and more of these Ethereum-based naming solutions that are either SLDs or TLDs or both, that are all coming out on Ethereum. But I'm I'm not as excited about Ethereum anymore because I did a video at skyinclude.com/OFAC, or basically talking about a U.S. Department of Treasury body that has um, ability to censor transactions because it's um, the validators in the proof of stake system after the merge can censor transactions based on the U.S. Treasury telling them to for of course, you can think of terrorism, but for other reasons, maybe even outside of terrorism, right? Or sanctions. And that excludes people from the system. So basically, I just see there's Ethereum solutions. And then, of course, there's like, Cosmos, I'm really into Cosmos. There's another proof of stake layer one, which a whole ecosystem. But I'm not as convinced about proof of stake as a solution for hard assets. And Bitcoin, you can't really have smart contracts on, right? But there's these side chains and other chains like Stacks, STX. I have the wallet right here. I'm not logged in, but I've done it. It's still in my Chrome browser. So that's right there. And there's other layer ones, like I said. Besides Ethereum, there's of course Solana. We've seen that, but that's been offline. Like I think I got a wallet here, Phantom right here. I have some NFTs. I've studied Solana, but I don't know. I just don't feel that's decentralized. That's maybe a bad example almost. I mean, I think almost everybody agrees that one isn't. And my other point is, besides just that, these other naming solutions, I know some have done reserved names, but they've not done this like this auction, reverse auction system with 5-day auctions. The whole system was really well thought out. And I love this quote we got from JJ at skyinclude.com. You can listen to the whole thing, but I took the 5-minute clip. It's meant to collaborate with ICANN. It's meant to integrate with ICANN, not compete. There might be a couple of collision issues, but the way the system was built was to soft fork the internet, and you can watch this. You can watch this yourself. So it seems like it's trying to basically be an add-on to the current internet, not be like a hard fork, meaning you have to choose Web 3 or Web 2. It's really trying to interweave the two. And I haven't seen another system. A couple have done reserved names. Maybe they've even kind of copied the way, but not just the reserved names. They've also Handshake. You can go to DNS.live right now, and you can see who's claimed their coins. Namecheap. Maybe that's why they like the system, is they got free Handshake coins because it was reserved for them. It's trying to connect the old internet with the new internet, right? So you can click here and unclaimed. ICANN is still welcomed to join this ecosystem. It's scary to many of us because it's a big amount, but it is welcoming the current leaders and influencers of the current Web 2 internet. ICANN is, even with the low price of Handshake right now, is still a value of $862,000 US dollars for ICANN. VeriSign is waiting for $240,000 US dollars, 6.8 million Handshake coins, right? 24 million Handshake coins for ICANN. Actually, we're going to be helping try to get more of these. Of course, it goes down but Yahoo, Microsoft. I mean, maybe it's not a lot for them, honestly, but it's money. And the point is like trying to integrate. Brave claimed theirs. You can see the claimed ones. These have gotten free token, or not token, coin, excuse me. And hopefully they're happy with that. Hopefully they're maybe interested to study it. There's no obligation. I know some people feel there is obligation, but Brave has claimed 3.4 million token, which is 119,000 US dollars in today's value. But I think it was worth a bit more when they got it. Namecheap claimed 2.7 million, $95,000. MD, these right here. These must be at least aware of Handshake. Maybe they don't have to use it, but of course we've seen this is .gay, .wiki, .inc. They've, I believe, in the pork bun ecosystem, maybe not exactly. ENS also claimed theirs, 136,000, right? .eth, it's collaboration right there. These other ones, these all have claimed and gotten their token. Of course, these are much smaller, but there's some considerable ones. So I haven't seen another system that's trying to not only just reserve names. There's a couple others that have reserved names, but also give allocated coins or tokens to the old web in a way to hopefully welcome them and integrate them. I have not seen any other solution that's a dedicated layer one proof of work system that took a ton of allocated money and gave it away for free and reserved the names and is really trying to be a connection of the current web and the new web together. I don't know. I just haven't seen it. I'm studying more of these. There's more videos of more systems. There's like Aptos came out, aptos.apt. I'll talk about them. I'm going to talk about W name or something, W3 name. I got a whole list. I'm going to go through here. I don't see anyone doing this still. I mean, there's going to be more and more naming solutions coming out, but I don't see like Munib, a genius. I don't know him personally, but I know he's a hardworking genius trying to do smart contracts on Bitcoin and domains on Bitcoin. But it doesn't. I don't know. I'm not going to be critical, but even still, it's not as well thought out and engineered for specifically solving the root zone of the internet. It's just throwing on top domain names on the .btc, orphan, TLD in their ecosystem, like many of these others. So I don't see anyone else doing. It's a hard thing. It's a big job. So that's why I think instead of trying people to tear it apart and crush it and say it's not worth it, jump on some other Ethereum-based naming solution fork thing, I think we should try to strengthen security of the Handshake blockchain and come together. I'm going to be working on bringing more people into this ecosystem. Yeah, so it's my last video for today. As you can see, I'm in my jammies, PJs, whatever you want to call them. And I'm going to go spend time with my kids. But as I said before, I still think this is the best solution for the future of the internet, and it's welcoming the current internet. It's not trying to replace, it's trying to complement and welcome. I mean, amazing. I know ICANN knows about this. We are pretty aware, sure they know about Handshake. I've seen it in their reports, and I don't know what's the issue here, but and then the environmental issue. I've talked about this in OFAC. I don't want to say and I don't want to, of course, kill our Earth, but I think that proof of work finds the cheapest, most efficient energy anywhere in the world, and I still believe it's a better solution than having the richest people, richest banks, richest investors telling us as users on a blockchain what to do. I like the idea of people that are willing to commit energy and mine to do it, right? So I know in El Salvador is using more very efficient ways to do it. So I've kind of gotten over it. Honestly, I wasn't happy about proof of work for a while with Handshake, but as I studied it more and more deeply here, and comparing it, especially with this OFAC, U.S. Department of Treasury sanction and anti-terrorism thing, and the validators of proof of stake, I don't know. I just feel like most comfortable now. Of course, it's small. It's a small blockchain and it's fragile, and that's why I think we should try to support it and grow it. So thank you so much. I think somebody's working on a new mining pool, and so I hope I'm not rambling too much, and you maybe could have got this a little bit already, but this is just my feelings. So thank you so much, and have a great evening or morning or afternoon. skyinclude.com/POW.